Good morning, magic makers. This is a different scenario. Not sure I've ever been live here at 10 a.m. on a Wednesday morning. There's a story to go with this. I will give it a minute for Facebook to catch up and let people know that I am here live. But yeah, tech done me wrong this morning. So you are getting a live reading for today's oracle message. So if you are here with me live, give me a hello in the comments so I can acknowledge you. And if you're catching up on replay, again, do say hello. Let me know your thoughts. Yeah, there's a story. There's always a story. There's an interesting one. Which on that note, we've been doing a 30-day story expansion over in my membership. So this fits quite well. Hi Jane, how are you? This fits quite well with that, to be fair, because there's been some epic shifts in that and opportunities and inspirations have opened up because of it, for both myself and members. So I've been joining in as well, so this can be my story for the day. And yeah, seen some amazing shifts for the members. So yeah, creating a story a day really helps you to get to know yourself. Hi Relata, how are you? Jane's buzzing. Oh, is that because it's back to school day? Are you free of cubs? Yeah, so the storytelling. So my story for today, I created an oracle message and card imagery off of the back of how my morning was going. And then the tech just wouldn't do its thing. It just wasn't playing the game. Morning, Helen, how are you? So what happened? Well, I've probably spent about 2 hours, maybe even, hour and a half, 2 hours, trying to get the image right for the oracle message. So I was using ChatGPT. I've put a clear description in. I know how I want it to look, and it just wouldn't do it. Every time it gave me the same image as before, or it got something else wrong. And I started having an argument. with AI, and then I thought, what the fuck am I doing? What am I doing? There's obviously, I've just seen a message from girls are starting college today, first day. I'll come back to that. Oh yeah. So yeah, I started thinking, what am I doing? Why am I pissing about with something that's not working? Clearly, there's a better way for today. You know? And I thought, hang on a minute. I've never done a live oracle reading. Maybe that's what I've got to do. I obviously haven't got an image for you. You've got me instead. We'll catch up with your comments. And the kids are back at school. Happy dancing, Jane. Oh. Relata's good, and Helen's got the eldest back at school. Yeah, mine's just started college. Today's the first day. That's hence my feels this morning. So my feels were, I realised I was nervous. I was feeling scared. I had that horrible feeling in my tummy. I even actually had a nervous poo for the child. And then I thought, whoa, hang on a minute, I'm not starting college. What's going on here? You know, I'm thinking, get a grip, Rox. And then I thought, oh, these aren't my feelings. These are her feelings. Her feelings were so strong, I was feeling them like they were my own. So I was like, wow, okay, how do we shift this? Because carrying somebody else's heaviness doesn't lighten their load. All it does is weigh you both down. And if you are both weighed down, how can you help them? It's much harder to help someone from that feeling place than if you shift your energy to a place of feeling good. And that isn't abandoning them, that's becoming the lighthouse in the storm that guides them. Right? That was the important message I really wanted to share through my own experience, hence the story, and it tying in with the multiply your magnetism, that we're doing in the membership, all tying in. And would it get the image right? I've just counted 12 times I've regenerated the image and tried again, and it's just given me the same shit. But it's worked every other day for, probably close to a month. So I was like, okay, something. So, you know, I could go, oh, is Mercury in retrograde? Is there something going on with the energies being off today? Is it this? Is it that? But to me, that's a little bit of spiritual sidestepping, because that could stop you and block you. You know, I could have gone, well, fuck this shit, it ain't working, so I am going to just leave it for today. I thought, no, clearly there's another way. I'll show up live. So what I did to shift that energy around how my daughter was feeling, because, like I say, you can't help someone when you're in that feeling place. Also, it doesn't feel good, does it? Why do I want to feel those feelings? And if I shift my vibration and my feelings around it, that's only going to have a positive effect on her, right? She could pick up on those feels. If she picks up on my crappy lower feelings, that's not going to help her, is it? But if I raise my vibration and step back a little bit, because you know what teenagers are like, they can be like a bomb waiting to go off. So gave her space, shifted my own energy. So when it's around somebody else, the tool I like best is Abraham Hicks Positive Aspects game. So you know I love a game. I like to gamify everything. Why can't everything be fun? It can. It really can. So in my mind, I went through the alphabet and listed her positive aspects. You can do this about yourself too. If you're just feeling shit in general, you can list your own positive aspects about yourself. So in my head, I was thinking about Alicia, and obviously I had all those lower feelings, and in my head I'm saying, okay, so Alicia's A, adventurous, B, brave, C, caring, D, daring, E, excitable. And I was really starting to build momentum. She's fun, she's generous. F, E, F, G, H, she's happy most of the time. Inspirational, jolly most of the time. Kind, loving, mindful, nurturing, optimistic sometimes. So that's the process I went through. Can you feel the shift in my energy already? Right, so I shifted. My energy shifted around those feelings that I was picking up from her, because I was focusing on her positive aspects, not the way she was feeling in that moment. I don't know if that helped her or not, but she went to college. There was minor grumbling. She got there. I haven't heard from her since she got off the train, and she's got a bus since then, and she's there. So the fact I haven't heard from her is a really good thing, because if she wasn't having a lovely time, I'd know about it. And the text that came in just now, that wasn't from her, that was from her friends, that made me go, oh. So I'm going to check in with that one in a minute. I've adopted another child today too. So that was my message around the mirrored feeling, around how the empath picks up the feelings of others, and how you don't have to carry that heaviness. It doesn't lighten their load. It only weighs you both down. Do you want to be dragged down with them? And also the positive aspects game, I find it's amazing if you've fallen out with someone, or you've had an argument, or you're really angry. But a little top tip there, because when you're really hating on someone, it's quite hard, isn't it, to say that they're abundant, beautiful, caring, delicious, excitable, and you know, it's quite hard, especially if you just had a massive row. So my top tip is to start with how you really feel, and that's to go through the swear words. And the alphabet's perfect, isn't it? Because it goes, arsehole, bastard, dickhead. And then you go, right, okay, I've got that out of my system. I've just shouted all those great swear words out really loud. And you can settle your energy into adorable, beautiful, clever, desirable, enigmatic, friendly, you know? So, but I'd get the the crappy feelings out first. And I remember you doing this once, walking to work, and Alicia had just gone off in the other direction to school, and we'd just had this massive row, and I just felt shit. I thought, I'm going to carry that feeling for the whole day. We've just left on bad terms, had a screaming row. She feels shit, I feel shit. What did I do that for? You know, when they're really little and you drop them off at nursery or preschool, and they're crying and they're clinging, and you peel them off and you leave them there, and you can hear them crying as you leave, and you hold that all day. But deep down, or what you learn later when you pick them up was 10 minutes later they were fine and they had the best day ever. Yet you've held that all day. So I thought, I'm not doing that. I don't want to hold that feeling, because who is it helping? It's weighing me down, and it's not helping her either. So I played the game. I played the positive aspects game in my head. And what happened, I got to about E, F, G, and she texted me saying, guess what, Mum? I've just seen so-and-so on my way to school. I was like, oh, brilliant. That's wonderful. What happened? What did they say? She ran me through the conversation, said, see you later, Mum, have a good day, love you, bye. I was like, what the fuck? We just had a massive argument, but it was like nothing had happened. It was absolutely like nothing had happened. So I was like, ah, okay, brilliant, over, done. My energy shifted as I went through the positive aspects game, and I was instantly provided with the evidence that the universe gave me that all was well between us, all was well with her, and then all was well with me. So yeah, try it. Let me know in the comments if you're going to try it. Let me just catch up on the comments. Jane, best image ever is you. Ah, thanks, love. Joe, that was me yesterday. Yeah, that's it. You're picking up on the feels, aren't you? Or are you creating them sometimes? You know, part of me thinking in hindsight, she might have been alright. I might have been the nervous one projecting on her. So I don't think that was the case, but it could be sometimes, couldn't it? I mean, who does it help? It doesn't. You feeling their feelings and possibly projecting them back doesn't help, does it? It can just spiral downwards even more, and who wants that? Joe, I might try this. Yeah, honestly, it's a great game. So yeah, today's message is a little bit of a double, a little bit of a double whammy. I have no idea why, but I figured, hang on, why am I getting stressed with ChatGPT not creating my image how I want it after 12 attempts, and it repeating the same fucking image that I didn't like? When there's another way. So maybe I needed to talk to you. Maybe we needed to, you know, connect like this. And to be fair, normally I wouldn't be able to do that. I'd be at work by now. So I've got the day off today, well, because I thought I had to take her to college. I took her to the train station, and I'm contactable. So I was, you know, which was necessary when she was like, Mum, the bus doesn't come till 11 o'clock. I'm like, no, mate, that can't be right. Let's double check. I'll help. So yeah, double message. Kerry, hello, love this. Thank you, love. Joe, it's the unknown. Yeah, of course it's the unknown, but we can create that how we want. We can just, you know, we can feel into how scary and fearful something is, and how shit it's going to be, and how we're not going to fit in, and how we're not going to cope, and how we won't manage, and how we're not capable, or how they are, depending on what that is. Or we can decide, we can use our imagination for positive rather than negative, and say, actually, this is a really great opportunity. What if this is the most fun I've ever had? What if this is the best day ever? What if just the train ride alone is a great adventure? You know, I could learn loads, I can meet new friends, I can, you know, and you can play it out in your mind for the positive. Doesn't have to be negative. We get to choose, because what you're doing is you're creating the future based on the evidence of the past. But that doesn't have to be. And I say that it might be that everything's gone well in these scenarios in the past, but something, you know, something inside's making you go, this is big, this is scary, I don't like it. Yeah, the unknown is obviously scary, and your subconscious will pull you back from the unknown to protect you. as its main job, but we get to choose, and we get to choose how we project our energy. Kerry, projection is so damaging. Maybe you could create a game around identifying if and when we are projecting, because noticing when you are doing that is difficult. It is difficult, and that is a good idea, and I'm just thinking, realistically, we're always projecting to a degree, aren't we? It's whether we're projecting positively or negatively. I'm projecting towards all of you now, but I'm hoping that I'm coming from a much higher vibrational energy. Whereas I suppose I could have turned up with that energy of ranting and raving and this isn't worked and my morning's done. I suppose it's about, are you complaining or are you looking for the positive aspects and finding something to appreciate and be grateful for, you know? And I suppose projection is also a scale, isn't it? If you are minorly irritated, you're not going to be projecting so much as if you are majorly pissed off. But yeah, food for thought. I will try and think of a game for that. But the positive aspects one will work well if you, because it works even if you're just feeling shitty. Because you can do it about yourself. You can play the positive game, put my teeth back in, positive aspects game around you, and it'll shift your energy. And it's surprising how quick it is. And I've gone round the alphabet, you know, a couple of times before. Because some situations are harder. Okay, but it gets there. And it might not be that you feel brilliant at the end of it, but you will notice that you're soothed, if nothing else. Sometimes it's like that, and you can go from meh to, yes, I feel so much better now. But sometimes it's just a gentle, okay, I can cope now, you know? I don't feel brilliant, but I feel better than I did. You've climbed the scale a little bit, and you are presented with a different energy around you, being reflected back from other people. It's amazing. I do love this. I do love this method. So, any questions before I love you and leave you over my double-barreled oracle? Hey, it could be an up level, couldn't it? Just pop in and have a chat every morning. Might have to be a bit quicker than this one though. Well, I don't know, how long have I been live for? Does it tell me? Or 17 minutes. Yeah, that's not quick. Does it have to be quick though? I've got all day, to be fair. Right, there's no questions. I'm going to love you and leave you and get on with your day. And I hope that everyone has an amazing day. All of you, but all of your young ones on their first days. And whether that's today, tomorrow, next week, just yeah, notice your energy. Positive ass game. Yeah, it is a bit of a positive ass game, isn't it? Like I say, when you're really angry, I love that asshole bastard cunt. Don't know if I'm allowed to say that. We'll soon see if my video goes, won't we? You're welcome. Right, enjoy. Do you know what though? Just talking to you guys has shifted my energy and made me even higher. So maybe that was a reason I had to do it this way, or another reason. So yeah, have an amazing day. I hope all your little ones or young ones get on well today, yesterday, tomorrow, whenever their first days are. And enjoy the peace and quiet. Have fun with it. Bye.